Live starting. Okay, it looks like we are live then. Oh, and there's even a little eyeball there. And I think, unlike last time, my live chat's working. Okay. Oh, epic. Hey, I'm in. Good grief. I didn't think anyone was actually going to show up this early. Hey, John. John, you're a sight for sore eyes, as always. But, lots been going on since y'all last saw me. I don't know if I actually talked about plans to move or anything, what was going on. But it all kind of came on suddenly, because actually there was a while ago I was planning on moving to Flagstaff with my family, but that window of opportunity closed and a long time ago, so we got kind of stuck for a while, and then finally things changed, and of all places, we decided to move to Kentucky for a few different reasons, but it's where the rest of my family wants to end up settling at some point once they no longer need my help to kind of, once we're all financially stable. I'm probably going to either move back to Colorado or maybe Arizona, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, a new place. This is the first time I've ever lived in an apartment. I've lived in a number of different places, actually. I grew up in a number of different places, mostly Montrose. I lived in a duplex townhome. I lived in a really weird little house out in the middle of bumfuck Cedar Ridge, Colorado, a place I don't recommend anyone go to because the town is shrinking and will suck you in like a black hole. Luckily, we left. I've lived in like 3 different suburbs, and now I live in a freaking apartment complex on the 3rd floor, which is kind of weird, but it's nice because, I mean, these houses are pretty new. It's actually a pretty nice little area, and there's like a pool provided and everything, and hopefully the internet doesn't take a shit because it's provided, meaning that it's really unreliable. People obviously are using it all the time at different times. But enough about me. Space Engineers. I have not played this game since May, the 11th of May, and I'm actually not sure what to do now that I'm back at it. But now that I'm settled in and everything, there are a few different things I'd like to do, such as a certain film project. I need to go over in the Discord and ask for some help with a couple things. But alright, so here, Ahmed just said, just wanted to save you. I know what you mean. Great YouTuber doing Space Engineers, make Halo out of it. I just want to say thank you for doing that and keep on doing it because I love what you do. You do is great. Well, thank you, Ahmed. I do appreciate that. I'm sorry it's been so long since doing like Halo stuff, but I'm kind of actually still trying to wrap my head around. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to see. I should be able to. Can I show it in stream here? Hold on a minute. I don't know if you guys can see the type bar or not on screen. But then again, actually, you guys are typing it to a side. It probably doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played this game in forever. There's been a whole bunch of updates. I remember all the DLC updates and the very first DLC update apparently broke their Discord. That was the first time on any Discord I've seen there be a time constraint on how many messages can come out. And I just got there, I was like, what the hell happened while I was gone? Alright, but yeah, I haven't played shit forever. Trying to remember, I had an old project sitting around I wanted to try and kick up. But the main project I was working on ship-wise is the 150 series. I don't necessarily want to show that yet. I'm actually trying to slide into Captain Jack's DMs and maybe do a video with him on those, because there's a lot there and I would really like to show those off then and there on his channel, maybe get them a little more exposure. And there's some stuff waiting on to complete that series because it does have a purpose, actually a couple different purposes. But actually here, let's see if I still have, there's an old project I was working on with my Phoenix class. Yeah, see, this is so old. All my worlds have been through like 3 versions old. Oh man, why did I leave this game for so long? This game is the best thing to have ever happened to me in a number of ways. I kind of wish I hadn't let it die back, because I remember back when I started, with space engineers that really hit this niche with like the fleet battles. I wish I hadn't let those die because people really liked them. They were really popular. What few of them I did, and I don't know. We'll see. Any more? My problem is I've gotten so damn lazy. Is what I've done, and I just try to do things easier. I mean, I don't know. In case you guys may or may not noticed by my upload schedule, I'm kind of a lazy guy, but it's good to be back. Space Engineer is my old friend. It really is. I'm also really glad you guys are actually like jumped in on the stream. I don't know if it's still running right now since it's now loading in the world file. It's frozen on my screen, but we'll see what happens. You probably can't hear me. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Oh, I hear something. It's doing something. There we go. Oh yeah, and also I really wanted to make use of the clone feature, but it had a number of problems last time I remember. I don't know if they fixed it or not. But like I could set up the clones and everything and have them do stuff. But once I hit reload to like go to either add another character or to review what I was doing, all the characters are defaulted to the default skin and the default color. So anytime I need to do something, I need to go and change all their colors, and then if there's a bunch of different characters, that's obviously a problem, or if they have specific colors, I have to write down what the hell kind of things to do, the sliders to do. Let me see, I think somewhere around here, let's see, oh come on, move over, alright, there we go. Cycle optics. What's this? Oh, this is my epic class that I was working on. I was trying to. Okay. Huh, that's weird. It's in large grid. I don't. Sorry. Here, hold on. I'm just gonna put the camera over here for now. I always, no matter what game I play, I always seem to put the camera in the way of something, and in this case. It is the, here, so let's see, first that, oh, I found it, my old Christmas tree project. Oh, this fucking thing. It was just the most random idea I ever had to see basically how many, I called it the Christmas tree, and I thought, how many Gatling guns in a very narrow, focused forward firing arc can I put on something? And clearly this is not enough DACA. Like, orcs shake my head right now. This is woefully insufficient. It actually kind of looks cool. Like, I could make it more aesthetic, but my original idea was basically just making a Christmas tree, like a pine tree looking thing, of just pipes, conveyor pipes tipped with Gatlings in like kind of the shape of a Christmas tree, you know, like a very sharp pyramid. I should resurrect this, see what kind of ridiculous DACA I can get going. And this could be applied, like, say, with any weapon that's long. I mean, I could add so freaking many Gatling guns with one of those mods that makes them one by one. Man, they still. I really wish the devs would, like, shrink the base plate of turrets to, like, well, you see, like, here. Goes from here to here. Like, if they lowered it to basically just like a little bit higher than this first base plate, that'd be really nice. I just hate how they stick out like a sore thumb. They're just really tall, and I get that that's probably makes it easier so that you can damage them and shit. Okay, so anyway, back to where was I? I was looking for something. Alright, there's the epic. What's this? It's been so long, I don't know what's what and where's what. Uh-oh. I think actually I remember what this is. Oh. God damn it, Pepe, I thought I destroyed you. Oh my god, I found my shrine. Oh, I'm so glad, actually. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's beautiful. It's as beautiful as I remember. Oh, our Lord and Savior. I used to be a Cthulhu cultist, but then I found the one true gods. Lord Pepe, please forgive my absence. In my heart, I've been a faithful follower all these many years I've been away. Please forgive my what the fuck? What's this? What I did was I took a random ass picture of Pepe that looked the most like some kind of god or whatever. Use that import feature in the SE Toolbox to make it like an image, which basically just makes a big plate that's all colored, obviously, to the pixels. And, well, obviously put it on a projector. And use that projection mod, so obviously I can make it smaller, because even in small grid, this thing was enormous. Oh, it's so beautiful. Church of Pepe, everybody. Oh my god. You guys are probably just, like, shaking right now. This is a very, very dangerous meme on the internet. But, can you guys still use chat bar? I mean, probably just don't have too much to say after I've been away for forever, but last thing I see from Connor is saying, like, my home state, because he lives in there. I guess you live in Arizona, right, John? I don't... It's been a while since I talked to you, haven't it? Okay, so... Let's just forget this never happened and move on. Wait. There's nothing here. What do you mean there's an object? Come on. It says it, no entity name, but it's over almost 1,500 blocks. What? There we go. Okay, so there's that. Tailless missile cruiser. What's this doing here? Oh, I think I just used this for... Oh, okay, yeah. This is more of the 150 series, because I needed it to work on this really, actually kind of cute little Berlin-class frigate that I was making for this series. Hopefully Captain Jack will get back to me, and you guys can go and see, because I do want to do the video with him. He's done videos of my stuff on his own, but I would like to do a video with him talking about all the different entries in the 150 series. Alright, so tailless. Ah, found it. Aha. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here's an old where'd this come from? God, I gotta clean that out. But this is an old project I had, because I remember back when I built my first Phoenix class assault ship, and I wanted to have like full utility, not just be a ship, but to be used kind of like Spirit of Fire is used in the Halo War games, where, like, say, if you have a faction with this ship, you can pilot it over, like, hold it in orbit over a planet, and then use it to send stuff down, like, to a predetermined firebase. And this is the firebase baseplate. I believe yeah, this looks like the Halo Wars 1 version, which I prefer a lot of the mechanics aesthetically in the first Halo War game. I can't tell, why is my camera constantly going in and out? Oh my god, there's 4 of you. There's 4 people watching me. This is suspicious. You guys are probably not real. This is just fantasy. But yeah, the idea was basically to have a base plate you could set up, like in the game, and then each of the slots has like a projector, like you see there, and you need some way of making, like, you could pick a projection of a building, and then you could obviously build that building to that spot. And if I remember, in the old game, the turrets would, like, all the buildings and turrets would come up out of the ground, and my idea was to have, like, the little thing down here with a piston, and little doors up here, and then once you activated it, it would bring the projection up and past welders, and obviously it would build as it came up, kind of like how the buildings would rise up out of the ground in the first Halo Wars. That would probably require some mods, and I was hoping to maybe make this vanilla. Oh, okay, so here we go. And obviously the idea is being able to bring stuff down from the Spirit of Fire, and as you see here, all these main chunklets of the main command building are in 3 segments. And then obviously there would be a projector here. Like, once these are all locked down in their merge blocks, you could turn on a projection and then just weld them all together. Like, because in the game, the 2 parts of the command center come down and then they're welded together. So I thought maybe that'd be kind of cool. And then obviously building the buildings, you got the 4 corner turrets. Somewhere here, oh, there's my pod. There's the pod drop ship. I'll publish this at some point. This was just Actually looks better than a lot of my old versions. But yeah, this thing, it's using mods anyway, so I might as well probably anyway. But this is looks like one of the command shelter buildings. What are these? Oh, looks like a supply platform, like in Halo Wars. Those are used to provide credits and resources. I think this definitely is a power plant. Very nice. Oh hey, okay. So this looks like. Do you guys see that? Why is that doing that? I have no idea. But oh, I can't wait. AWG, the guy who's making all the really awesome guns. He now released a mod where you have what looks like actual tracks going around your wheel. Oh, that is like the coolest thing. I mean, I'm glad that the modding community hasn't died. But this is looks like Primo Super T's obviously a Scorpion tank, and also obviously I wanted it to have where like the base plate has a pre-existing garage down here with like a welding station. This would probably require the use of nanites, honestly, because pretty much any other welding system would either be too time-consuming. Here, can you guys actually? Is the chat still working? Do you guys even still see me? I have no idea. I mean, it shows that you have people watching, but frame rates drop detected. What do you mean? Hold on. Huh. Uh-oh, this ain't good. It's not letting me. Here, 1 second here. Well, this is what I was kind of worried about. I think the internet might be taking a because I live in an apartment complex and we don't have our own internet here. It's all provided, and obviously people are using it. Oh, for fuck's sake. What the hell's going on? Is it telling me what's going on? Come on. I am not sure. All I can think is that the internet's taking a shit on me again. This is really disappointing. I'm so sorry, fellas. Okay, here we go. Now I did update the live chat. Let me see. Okay, let me go back. Okay, good. Just wanted to say reason why you let the game's house so long. Can you need to breathe? Okay. Obviously, Ahmed's English is not like super on point, but I do very much get what you're saying, Ahmed. I really do appreciate it. And yes, John, I guess I did need the break, but I hate doing that because it doesn't really feel like so much of a break, and it's more like me being lazy. And obviously, I'm still so introverted and shy and shit like that. So, okay, if we teleport to the 15 block thing, it will load in. Oh, John's originally from Kentucky. Interesting. All right, well, let's go check out that 15K block thing. Let me see. So first, I don't see it. Sure. No, that 15, I don't know, trash. That thing's not there. And it's probably a bug because, oh no, I can remove it. But I don't see it here anywhere. I don't know if you guys can even see me or not. Hold on a minute. Oh, fuck's sake. 1 megabyte per second. I mean, the internet can be really good here, but it's usually not. I'm actually really disappointed. That's what happens when everything's freaking communal. Everybody wants to use it. They use too much of it. Alright, well. Yeah, I really should work on this some more. And this project I also... Here, one second. One second. Well, holy crap, this is annoying. We all have our moments of being lazy, it'll pass. It's more than a moment, John, I'm afraid. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing myself wrong. But I'll try to see if I can fix things. Hopefully, we'll definitely need to get more independent internet because my mom does online tutoring courses for ESL. Oh, holy crap, this is annoying. Weird. Okay. But yeah, the connection is probably pretty bad, which is a real shame. Because I've really been looking forward to doing this. But at some point, I will definitely need to pick this up again because this has a lot of potential. I think I mean, it's not practical per se, but yeah, the idea is basically that this thing has like maybe a couple solar panels and a battery to keep it running. Then you bring down the command center, which has a small reactor in it, to power things up, or maybe, but because obviously you still need power to connect 2 merge blocks. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, this could be pretty. And then obviously once you have like you're able like to put up a nanite center to build things, you're gonna need more reactors to put down. You can put down a barracks with a respawn point. You can obviously put down the resupply centers so you can have stuff to use to build things, and of course you're going to use these things to drop the prefabs from up in the ship. So let's see, what else have we got in here? Got that. I don't think there's too much else in this world. Probably not. Okay, yeah, that's it. I thought there was more stuff flying around. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of our Lord and Savior Pepe. Why the hell did I build this? I'm such a cultist at heart, guys. It's really weird. It's honestly, it's probably kind of unhealthy. I'm not gonna lie. Before I was super obsessed in Cthulhu, and now my heart is torn towards our one true Lord and Savior here. God, this is like his most evolved form, too. Like, this is actually kind of beautiful. It's kind of hypnotic if you guys look long enough, you know? I mean, it just kind of invades your very consciousness and just overrides any free will or personality and just... I think I know why 4chaners exist now. But, okay. What the hell do I do now, actually? There's stuff I wanted to check out, but now I can't think of what any of it is. Here, 1 second. It's tempting to just show you guys the 150 series, but I really don't want to blow that load too early. There was some kind of engineering intensive project I really wanted to do first thing when I got back, but I cannot remember what it was now. What was it? I think it was was it something involving the elevator? It might have been something involving the elevator because I really wanted to make some new versions of it. I don't know if you guys know what I mean by the elevator, but I'm talking about my orbital elevator that I made not way back in the day. It was, I mean, I did make one way back in the day, and then I made a new one recently that was a lot better. In fact, oh yeah, I remember Zockley actually. Is that how you say his name? The dev, Zockley himself actually took notice of my elevator project, and I watched him on a stream. I actually got to talk to him on the stream because he was a little bit confused about some things. And actually, what ended up being really cool was the elevator helped highlight some developmental issues of some kind. It was something related to static grids, and Zockley thought that was really cool. But man, I'm actually really surprised at how well my Epic class turned out. I built this originally as a small... Oh no, they didn't fix that, did they? God damn it, they didn't fix the ramp coloring issue. That is actually really freaking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But here, let's at least look at my old Phoenix class while I try to figure out what it is I want to do. It's gonna take a second to load up my blueprints. Can you guys still see me? Don't sink too deep. Are you losing me? You mean losing me to the internet, losing like the internet connection, or losing me to cult mode? You're one does not simply leave cult mode, Connor, as you will soon find out if you watch me for too long. Okay, hold on a minute. So let's see. Let's load up my Phoenix. This thing needs a bit of work. I'm not gonna lie, because for some god-forsaken reason, I decided to use subgrids for it. And it uses way too many subgrids, which makes it inherently unstable. Last I remember, the ship would constantly kind of always be turning and slightly moving, so it made it really weird to stand on it. It's not at all useful for cinematics, because obviously you're trying to hold the camera still. Oh, excuse me. There we go. It looks good. Like, I mean, I use subgrids for stuff like this. Yeah, see, it's already shifting around. I use subgrids for stuff like this to put on the little details and stuff like this, the UNSC emblem. But, and then there's just stupid stuff like this. I don't know why I put this here instead of just putting a regular seat. But, normally I would only use subgrids for turrets. And I am not an engineer in many aspects. I'm very much an artist. I don't make things to be functional. I make things to look good, especially in a cinematic setting. But, oh man, though, this room, I am so proud of how this room turned out. I modeled this room after what little you see of the Cryo Bay in Halo Wars 2. I said too deep. I'm not saying you need to leave it completely. Oh, Connor, one must always go deeper. It's pursuing a relationship with God. Okay, God doesn't want our Lord and Savior doesn't want me standing at a distance. He wants to accept you fully into His heart. I guess, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if I'm on the news, like, I don't know, having like set a synagogue on fire or some shit, you know what happened. That's actually a really tasteless joke to have made. Forget I said that. That was actually oh Jesus. Probably shouldn't have said that. But if I'm on, more likely if you see me on one of those Florida Man things, you know, where like Florida Man, he goes and does absolute mad lad shit. You'll know what happened. I fully embraced Pepe. The interior of the ship's actually kind of impressive. It's very labyrinthian, but it's also, I mean, I keep getting lost around this cryo bay. The cryo bay is kind of a hub, which actually makes sense. I didn't intentionally design it like that, but it actually kind of makes sense that it's a hub because it's also... Actually, it's not a respawn station. Where is the medical bay's over here, right? It's down here, I think. Yeah. The medical bay kind of looks like garbage, I'm not gonna lie, but it works. But, yeah, this is one of my favorite rooms I've actually designed. I feel like I'm actually not very good with interiors. I'm much better at making things look good from the outside, because I make set pieces. I don't necessarily make sets. I can, but that's a different creative process for me. Hangar bay. I remember the hangar bay. Wait, hold on a minute. What? How's this work? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I also really like this hangar deck that I built. Well, not this hangar deck. It's English. Help. I think Pepe's taken away my ability to speak. In case I speak. One must not speak blasphemy and all that. But I guess they call it a promenade. Wherever you go, it's like a kind of like a hallway with lots of windows, so you can look outside. Here, hold on a minute. I'm gonna show you what the ship looks like without. I actually put a lot of detail into this ship. I really do need... That would actually make sense, though, to do a full modded, like, utility set, because then I would need to fix stuff like this and that, which could look worse, but it doesn't look very good. And then... Oh, yeah, here's another thing I did with subgrids, just to make this... I mean, this is kind of cool, but it only works really for something stationary. But, yeah, if I go in here... There we go. Yeah, see the ship's shaking as I'm watching. The ship's anticipating what I'm about to do. And then you're in the cockpit. Teleport away. Boop. All this stuff gets left behind. What the hell's this? Oh, it's furniture from the crew quarters. I forgot I had like tables and shit. Yeah, there's all this stuff showing. And with mods, I could do that sort of detail and do it better. Let's see, where is the crew quarters? Here, where is the crew quarters on this ship? And then you have, and then I have all this endless empty space. There we go. For some reason, checkerboard floors always make me think of Alice in Wonderland. I don't know about you guys. Here, one second. I'm just always kind of checking on the internet just so I can warn you guys if things are about to go into shitter. Oh, it's right here. Okay. They really need to add a sort of compound block system. Like, I always thought of it, basically you should be able to put any two blocks in the same space so long as they don't like clip each other. Like if they had a way of detecting, like say like you put a sign here, but then you want to put like a full block on top of it. Obviously, that's not going to work. But if you wanted to put like an interior light, which would go in the center because the sign would go on the edge here, that would be totally fine. I kind of wish they would do that. In a lot of ways, Space Engineers does limit you, but in a lot of ways, it also doesn't. It's all about finding your way around that. Or I mean, a lot of people work really well within the system, but me, I don't necessarily want to settle for it. But yeah, as you see now, the ship's actually sitting. Looks like perfectly still with all of the stupid subgrids. And obviously it's got holes in it and shit. But, oh, okay, so I was talking about all the utility uses for it. Because, like, see here, underneath the wings of the ships, yep, this is the issue I was talking about. Months ago, one of the things I got really frustrated with was they did an update where as you see here, the faces of the ramp block are dusty and much lighter in color than the rest of the armor blocks. And that was supremely frustrating for me, because especially in the case of my Covenant builds, which use a lot of these sort of ramps, and it looks awful. It doesn't look so bad on the UNSC color palette, because, you know, it's all shades of gray and black, but it's not very good on the more colorful Covenant ships. But anyway, yeah, you have these hooks under the wing, and those Heron dropships can lock here. And like it would require a good deal of setup. Like before you start like a roleplay server, you would have to basically get a Heron dropship. Each of them have their own modules together, and then you would attach them to the ship, and then you'd send the ship out. That'd probably take a fair bit of industry to set up, like for the relatively small scale that and Space Engineers is. I mean, say you had a roleplay server of Space Engineers. How many players can you have in Space Engineers now? Here, how many can you have? Only 16? Or I think there's special servers where you can have more. But if you want to do, like, equally, let's see. Like, say you wanted, maybe did, like, oh, because let's see, basically you would have 3 factions, I think. Oh, man. Let me check the internet again. That's amazing. But yeah, I was saying, like, if you want to do like a roleplay server and you got, say you want to leave like 4 people for insurrectionists, that leaves only 6 for split Covenant versus UNSC. You need a lot of automation to get stuff done. I mean, you could probably do it. I mean, like I said, I'm not an engineer, but you could probably figure out facilities and shit to just pump out warships and stuff like that and have them automatically controlled for use in your fleets. But yeah, the idea is they need, let's see, was it 8 Heron dropships? I think the actual Spirit of Fire had 10, 5 on each end. I can't remember. Actually, it might be 12. But yeah, the Heron dropship on each of these connectors, each with its own module, that you would obviously fly down once the ship reaches a planet, and obviously you would set up from there. I don't remember if in the lore, like, the troops you're producing in a ground campaign come from the ship or come from, I'm assuming they come from the, like, yeah, well, what am I talking about? Everything would come from the ship. But there's actually not a whole lot of room for facilities in terms of vehicles and stuff up here. I mean, here we got the hangar. The hangar, I mean, it's relatively spacious for a lot of, like, people's Space Engineers fighters. But say, I think I have a Pelican here. Oh, now this I should go check out on the planet. But I'll show that to you later. I saw it on the workshop recently, and it's frankly kind of black magic-y. But, let's see. I should have a Pelican. But I don't think I do. I guess I don't. But the Pelican, like a UNSC Pelican, I mean, is too wide for this hangar. Never mind long enough. So, that would be kind of tricky to do. Obviously, if you want to transport personnel, you would either have to have some sort of teleporting from the ship down, or you'd have to set up a respawn bay down on the ground, which, I mean, I guess isn't asking too much, but yeah, there's a lot of potential here, but it would require some mods to make like a full Spirit of Fire project, like planetary invasion project. But I could do it. I think I will eventually do it. Okay, so now we've talked about that. Let's zoom. Oh, wait, what's that? I lost it. There was something I saw off to the side I wanted to look at, but we'll check that out later. Let's go down here. Man, I remember back when I first added planets, and I was playing. The first planet I played on was on a really shitty Toshiba laptop. So let's see. Here we go. SPG-17. This thing looks insane. I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought rotor guns were ridiculous, but apparently this thing takes it up to 11. And it's got, like, fully rotating treads. It's enormous. This is not a self-propelled gun. It's like a self-propelled aircraft carrier. And my frame rate is absolutely in pain looking at. Oh, that's not okay. I thought this was like AWG armor panels. They're freaking LCDs. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me fix that. That's. Can we not do that, please? Okay, hold on a minute. There we go. Phil, let me. Oh my sweet baby Jesus! What is all going on in this thing? Excuse me. Can I move the camera? Thank you. Wait, what? Are these groups? What is all this? Man, they changed stuff. I don't remember the control system looking like this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of all the changes that have gone on? I remember, obviously, all the controversy with the DLC packs. I haven't gotten them just because I've been so broke, but I think I will get them. They seem actually pretty nice. Not so much the aesthetic DLC pack with like the different armor colors, but definitely the furniture mod or furniture thing, whatever it is. Artillery, high power, movement. Can I turn off like here? All right, let's see what that does. Better, somewhat. Oh yeah, definitely a lot better. That's a lot of LCDs. It's a cool idea though. Actually, it's really cool idea to make aesthetic armor because it looks like don't know what they call it. Probably ablative armor. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, so how the hell do you get into this thing? I'm assuming probably from the back. Clap them cheeks in Area 51, guys. That was the weirdest thing. Like, I finally got on Facebook again for, like, the first time in months. Maybe even a year, actually, other than checking my work schedule. And everyone's just screaming about Area 51. It's beautiful. Alright. Oh, now this is actually kind of cool. That's actually kind of brilliant. I actually really like this idea, like, just projecting a working LCD. It actually could be used for a lot of things. Alright, so Ribbon 1 rocket launchers to artillery fire. Okay. What the hell is this? What did that just do? What? Okay. Can I turn the turret? Okay, the turret is not locked by default. Alright, let's just see what the hell this thing. What's that sound? Did they add the hydrogen thing finally? I believe they did. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I thought they animated it. That'd be kind of cool if it was animated, like showing the pistons going in and out. I don't know how engines work, but alright, so let's see. What the hell does this thing do? What? What's that? Oh, what the hell? Wait, how did you do that? I don't see. They're definitely. It also has no effect on the terrain. What the hell? Okay, so what exactly is going on in this thing? Clearly, the LCDs are covering up a number of things. What the hell? Is this basically rotor gun 2.0? How the hell does this work? What the hell is going on here? What's this? This is some black magic. I'm gonna have to get the Inquisition on this because this is clearly not allowed. Here, let's see what happens after I fired it. What? Okay, so the Gatling gun kind of acts like a firing pin to release the projectile. And then the pistons is obviously fling it forward at the exact same time. This is genuinely terrifying to look at. What the hell? What on earth? Pistons are back to back. Who discovered this? This is forbidden knowledge. 1 second. Come on. Anyway, I don't know how to... How's the connection out there? Is it absolute shit, or is it just like a step above? You guys love to let me know. But it seems to... I'm glad the live chat thing is actually at least working. Because it refuses to do that for me much of the time. But maybe they finally updated my broadcasting software. It does take me a minute or two, I think, to get your message. But this is ridiculous. And I'm incredibly impressive. Of course, it's just so freaking over-engineered. Like, why all this? Because that's space engineers in a nutshell. Why? Because. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think there was also some other blueprints I wanted to look at. Let me see what I got here. Most of my own stuff. I don't have the mod for that. I might look at that later on. I'm also not sure what to do for my next additions to the 150 series. Hopefully by the time I get in touch with Captain Jack, I'll have some more. Oh, here we go. I think I found this while I was out and subbed to it. Easily one of my most favorite hero ships of all time. Ain't no place that I can be since I found serenity. I mean, I think it's an older build. I think it's been around a little while, but somehow they basically actually made the actual interior of Firefly. Yeah, oh yeah, this is definitely the cargo bay as I remember it from the show. Except we need a basketball hoop around here somewhere. It's got the walkways and doors where I remember them. God, that was such a good show. Such a good show. Okay, and obviously the shuttles come externally. Come out elsewhere. Oh, the head is so cute. I remember it being asymmetrical though. Maybe? I don't know. But, oh, what's this? Was there a window back here? What's this room? I don't remember what this might just be an extra room, but I'm guessing this is just a closet. Where's crew quarters? I always remember how interesting the crew quarters was. I mean, the interior of the ship almost felt like a submarine, but not, I don't know. Let's see, where's the... I'm just looking for the crew quarters hallway, because I remember that being one of my favorite things from the show. Let's see, this goes up here. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, nice. Not a whole lot of room, obviously, but I mean, you could fit beds there. You could definitely fit beds and like maybe some personal storage down here. Very nice. Huh? Wow, I'm actually surprised. There's actually a fair amount of room down here. And it's even got a control panel there. Huh. Very interesting. Obviously, it's... Man, this guy made maximum use of internal space. What did I just do? Oh my god, Serenity, what did I do? I teleported while still inside the tank. God, I'm a genius. How bad is... Well, Wash is not gonna be happy. Wash is not happy at all. Wash is freaking shaking right now. Mal's gonna come kill me. God damn, Mal. I've been away long enough. Normally I would be paranoid about doing stuff like that, but 3 months of complacency will do that to you. God damn it. Overall, though, absolutely perfect. It looks exactly like on the show, even. Although I think maybe the back end rotated or something. There was something that rotated on the back end of the show. Oh, and this is what rotated. And yeah, the engine section looks exactly as I remember it too. It's iffy at times. You'll freeze for a moment or two. I'm a little behind on SE updates, so it's nice to get a visual update. Visual update? What do you mean? Here, let's go ahead and... Somehow the cockpit of the thing I think it put in is still... Oh yeah, because it fell out of the ship. Good grief. Wow. Wow. That's Phil Swift here. That's a lot of damn. Oh, God damn it. No, no, no. Now I have to move this over again. Just a second. That was a nice fireworks show, wasn't it? I know that I'm looking for 4th of July. Honestly, 4th of July was a little disappointing back in Montrose. I remember, I think they did fireworks shows, but over where I was living, it was just a bunch of idiots in my suburb who decided to do it at 2 o'clock in the morning. Technically on July 5th, so what was even the point? Okay. Okay, here I am. Go ahead and put that back. Like, who the hell thinks it's a good idea to do 4th of July fireworks like at 2 o'clock in the morning after 4th of July? Okay, so... Oh, wait, I have to... Okay, here we go. What else was I gonna look at? I don't think there's too much more. Let me see here. It's mostly my stuff. Sitting around, we have the chameleon. Maybe I'll go look on the workshop and see if there's something. Cause I'm just kind of at a loss of what to do to show you guys. I don't know how much longer I'll make this. Oh, maybe we'll look at that Truman class there. Let's go up to space. I don't know if you guys know The Expanse, but I am a big fan of The Expanse. I really need to actually catch up on Season 2, which I believe is on Prime. Maybe they have 3 out on Prime by now. I believe Ma has Prime. God damn it. Alright, try one more time. I'm definitely going to have to get used to controls. Basically, I mean, while all the time I wasn't playing Space Engineers, I was basically just playing Mordau. Which is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily the kind of game that's good for me. It's a lot more fun than I expect. Oh, there's also these galleons. I think there's water. I wonder if there's water down on the planet. I'll have to go check those out. Just looking for something down here. What was I gonna do? Oh, the Truman class, yeah. I don't think I have mods for it, certain mods for it, but I'm guessing the hull of the ship doesn't need any. Let me see. Let me see. But the Expanse has some of the coolest, realistic kind of spaceships I've ever seen. Like, they pay very much of a lot of attention to structural integrity, how like actually structural integrity would work. Like, the ships are built very largely pretty uniform, obviously, because I mean, since everything is built on like a thrust axis, you don't want the ship like bending itself to oblivion every time it takes off. The ships like look very sturdy. They look realistic but cool. Man, these thrust nozzles are thick. But all right, yeah, that looks pretty good. The Truman doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, but that ship is actually pretty awesome, even for being a UNN build. All right, I mean, there's probably not too much. I don't know much about the interior. I've only seen pictures of the Truman. I've never actually seen the Truman class Dreadnought on the show itself, and it looks like the guy built everything on the thrust axis. Looks like, yeah, he's built it in the office tower layout, as all the ships in the Expanse are built. Man, this is a tall hangar. All right, very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, that's alright. Seen you do it. What do you mean, seen you do? I haven't been keeping updated. Oh, wait, hold. Oh, okay. Wait, hold. Sorry, I am actually really completely lost for a second. Hold on, let me try and... I'm very slow on the uptake, you may or may not notice. Seeing you play has given me the visual representation. Oh, visual update, you mean you're watching me to catch up on things. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Overall, doesn't actually look like the game's changed that much since I've left. I'm pretty sure the major... Oh, my camera's frozen for some reason. Come on. And it's frozen on a picture that makes me look like I'm having a stroke. Here, 1 second here. Uh-oh. Everything's freezing up right now. Well, I am legit about to kill. Fucking serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? Everything is breaking. Left, right, and center. Like, I'm currently stuck in... It won't let me even turn on my HUD. It won't let me go into first person. It won't let me jump to character or anything. So I think that's probably a good excuse to end off Evan Plays I Have Absolute Shit Internet Surf Simulator 2019. But don't get me wrong, it was really nice actually to catch up with a few of you guys, kind of update you on plans. So a couple things I'm thinking about maybe becoming more active on Instagram or something, just kind of using that. Maybe I'll link that at some point in a future video. I might start a subreddit, to feed my god complex and see if people either will bow down and worship me or just take the piss out of me with memes. That'd be kind of cool. But or just using other ways to interact. But god damn it, I'm trying to teleport here and it won't work because I want to use the ladders that they finally gave us after so freaking long. But oh well, it was worth a try. Maybe I'll try again at some point in the future. Maybe I'll see if I can kind of figure out the system and find a time of the day where it's actually reliable for a long stretch of time. But right now it's not, or maybe I'll just wait till we get our own internet. Because unfortunately mods just can use the guest work late at night, which I guess actually makes sense because I don't know if they don't allow guests in the complex after a certain time. But, and then maybe the guest network actually works. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll try and update you more in the future. I'll try to get on a film project shortly. I'll see if I can get that thing working with Captain Jack. And you guys who've stuck with me, thank you, especially John and the others. You're the reasons I come back. You're the reasons I'm coming back, and the reason I'm going to try and come back stronger than for a very long time. So you guys have fun, alright?